iced out? Well, hallelujah. I'm iced out too. More power to ya. But what the fuck that got to do with it?
Introducing first, representing Generation Next, hailing from Oakland, Washington, this is John Harrison.
Sorry, Shelley. Business is business. Tonight, I want to make my papers.
And nobody knows that better than me. Because since Final Battle, when I got kicked out of Generation Next, I have had my ass kicked and rejected by pretty much everybody in that locker room, and rightfully so, right? I'm going to give you one more chance, Jack. One more chance to decide with me and try and make right what you've done wrong. Because let's face it, we acted like douchebags. One more chance to try and learn from all the great wrestlers in that locker room and get to the top by being the best wrestler. One more chance, Jack. What do you say?
It looks like Alex Shelley has his answer. The first battle of Alex Shelley versus Generation Next will be taking place right now. Shelley versus Jack Evans.
And Alex Shelley has really turned into the Aaron Burr of the Ring of Honor, hasn't he?
Who?
Aaron Burr.
All right, here to explain.
High school freshman history, American history. Man without a country.
See, I failed out of high school, so that would explain it. Go ahead, Mark.
Aaron Burr was convicted of treason, gave up his citizenship, and had no friends, and then later in life regretted the fact that he had given up everything and given up his country. And, this is really Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley in 2004 really turned his back on the entire Ring of Honor, formed Generation Next, made enemies on all sides of the fences, if that's geometrically correct to say. And now it's Generation Next has turned its back on him, and Alex Shelley is a man without a country.
He has begged for forgiveness from members of the ROH locker room, whether it's Colt Cabana in Boston, whether it was CM Punk last night, whether it's Jimmy Jacobs in New Jersey, and so far everyone has turned him down and rejected him, and I can't say I blame him after everything that Alex Shelley did in the past year.
I can't either, because as I've pointed out a couple of times, the more people that say no to Alex Shelley, the more fervent those apologies become. Though, CM Punk almost mocked him last night during that match.
He definitely mocked him at that end when Shelley was begging for his forgiveness. Alex Shelley, though, made his own bed, and now he has to lay in it, and now he is faced with Jack Evans. He tried to convince Jack Evans to join up with him, say that everything Generation Next did in the past was wrong, but a young punk like Jack Evans isn't going to pay attention to that.
I have one question about Jack Evans. How is he able to stand upright, let alone wrestle?
How about now?
This may be
Jack Evans stretched all over the place by Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe last night. One of the most entertaining matches in ROH history. Nice bit of wrestling there by Evans. Evans somehow surviving.
Drop kick and a beauty by Shelley. Jack Evans trying to fight his way out of trouble.
That'll even things up in a hurry.
Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe turned Jack Evans into their own personal Gumby last night.
Oh, that was absolutely a brutal spectacle.
Speaking of brutal spectacles,
That's just humiliating if you're Jack Evans. That's disgusting.
well, you got to remember, this is the second time Alex Shelley has come to Jack Evans and asked him to be a teammate.
That's right. He tried to show Jack Evans the right path that Alex Shelley claims that he sees now. Jack Evans, of course, opting to stay with Generation Next. Generation Next consisting of ROH World Champion Austin Aries, Roderick Strong, who is out this weekend with an ankle injury he suffered in a scramble cage. However, Generation Next, wow, look at that stretch.
Cloverleaf chin lock bridging combination for those keeping score at home.
Evans might give, if I were Evans, somehow he does not give, ends up on top of Shelley.
Well, I think Shelley needed to be conscious of his own shoulders there as well. May not have been able to hold that for as long as he liked to get that submission. I think Shelley realized he was in his own pinning predicament.
As I was saying, Generation Next of Jack Evans, Roderick Strong, and ROH World Champion Austin Aries will be at full strength next week for the Trios Tournament.
The question is, will Austin Aries still be world champion?
That's right, but right now the question is, will Jack Evans have a face? He just got, well, I'm not going to say the name of that move.
You know, we've talked about, you called Jack Evans a punk earlier, and goodness knows I've been critical of Jack Evans' attitude. This is as tough of a human being as you're going to find. I don't know anybody who card in and card out absorbs as much punishment and comes back for more as Jack Evans, and I'm going to include Dan Moff in that statement.
Alex Shelley now backing up your statement. Oh,
Reverse Boston Crab brings him all the way through on the crab.
you know, there's not a lot of reasons to like Jack Evans. He's arrogant, he's cocky, he's brash, and basically he's an asshole. But you're right, Mark, you do have to respect him. This man can take an inhuman amount of punishment, as he's proving right here. Alex Shelley continuing what Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe started last night and stretching Jack Evans in every different direction.
This is a statement match for Alex Shelley for a couple of reasons. Number one, how humiliating would it be for Alex Shelley, his first match back against a Generation Next member? I'm not even quite sure. It's a double toe hold combination with a stretch. Alex Shelley is as creative as any wrestler in the ring and Ring of Honor. You know, can come up with more stretch combinations and more joint lock combinations as anybody.
And it looks like here's another one, Mark.
Backbreaker. Pulls down on that chin to keep that backbreaker.
I'm just watching to see what's going to happen next.
Well, as I mentioned, there's a drop kick by Evans.
Evans with a charge. Shelley moves and Evans goes flying out of the ring.
Blind charge by Evans is committed way too early on that. Now Alex Shelley, he's talking about going to the top rope.
Shelley proving that Jack Evans isn't the only high flyer in this match.
Again, it's such a statement match for Alex Shelley for two reasons. Number one, how humiliating would it be for Alex Shelley, his first match against a Generation Next member, and to lose that match? Second, Alex Shelley is coming off a loss last night to CM Punk, coming off a win to Jimmy Jacobs, but yeah, you know, and coming off a loss to Spanky. He needs this to stay in the title picture.
Jack Evans with a nice kick. Alex Shelley does have a title petition in right now, and if he does suffer a loss in this match, I believe that his title petition will be dropped.
That would put him 1-3 in his last 4 matches.
That would definitely get your title petition dropped. Jack Evans, nice suplex. Showing some basic wrestling there, now a submission hold.
You want to hear an oddity about Jack Evans' Ring of Honor career?
Sure.
This is his second singles match in Ring of Honor history.
Well, I'm not surprised about that one. Jack Evans has shined in tag team competition, and that's pretty much what Generation Next was about in ROH's 3rd year, were those great tag team matches, whether it was the 8-man at the Generation Next show that had the fans chanting Match of the Year, whether it was the unheralded 6-man back at Death Before Dishonor Part 1, or the 6-man tag at World Title Classic. Moves like that in tag team competition have made Generation Next the elite. That's why I can't wait for that 6-man tournament next week in Philadelphia.
Roderick Strong's ankle is expected to be back at full strength next week, I understand.
He will be ready for next week.
And you've got Jack Evans and Roderick Strong had those great matches against Romero and Reyes for the ROH tag title. I'd like to see them get a shot at Whitmer and Moss.
So would I. Evans now. Nice.
Reverse senton, the cover!
Alex Shelley needs to start mounting some offense soon. He wants to gain ultimate revenge on Generation Next by defeating Austin Aries for the world title, and he has to get into title contention. In order to do that, he needs a victory here, and he needs to get out of this hold.
Well, this, it would be one thing for Jack Evans to catch a good trailer or to catch something off the rope with a spectacular dive off the rope and get pinned. Can you imagine what would be going through Alex Shelley's mind if he had to submit to Jack Evans?
Alex Shelley has no friends to save him either. Jack Evans gets planted.
And one of the things that's working against Alex Shelley here, as he's trying to make his case that he should get a title shot against whoever's the ROH champion, Alex Shelley may be the only person in the building tonight rooting for Austin Aries against Samoa Joe. Alex Shelley is also finding that path to title contention is getting more and more crowded.
James Gibson, Spanky, they want title shots. Samoa Joe, of course, has it tonight. The list goes on and on. And right now, Alex Shelley coming back on Jack Evans. Clothesline followed by a back elbow. Jack Evans ducks. Flying forearm.
Alex Shelley starting to feel it now.
Shelley needs to put away Jack Evans while he has a chance.
Unload from God!
Alex Shelley mocking Shawn Michaels for stealing his catchphrase. Look at that.
Double knees to the midsection, the cover!
Paul Turner, just a 2 count.
This is why I'm not a fan of the whole posing in the corner thing before going into the cover.
That definitely allowed Jack Evans time to recover and to trip Alex Shelley up. Now let's see if Evans can get Shelley in position for perhaps the 630. Shell shock! He's pinned men with that before. Cover!
This is where he likes to usually go for a submission right after a cover.
I think Shelley's in shock that Jack Evans kicked out a shell shock.
He talks about how tough Jack Evans is. There's one more demonstration. I think Shelley needs to lock in one of his finishing holds right here. I wouldn't bring Evans back to a vertical base. And that's why.
Jack Evans reversing that body slam attempt into a DDT. Shelley prone on the mat. This might give Evans an opportunity to go airborne. The best high flyer in the business is going up to the top rope. You hear the fans voicing their hatred for Jack Evans. Normally that chant is please don't die. 630, Shelley moves, but Evans lands on his feet. Super kick! This whole crowd in Chicago's in shock.
By the way, is it my imagination or is this crowd in Chicago actually getting behind Alex Shelley?
They want to see Jack Evans lose, and I don't blame them. When it comes to the lesser of two evils, Alex Shelley is definitely it. Jack Evans now cutting him off. We have almost 1,000 fans here in Chicago, and they are enjoying this action. Evans knocked off the top. Oh, he gets met with an inverted atomic drop. Flying knee by Evans.
I think that inverted atomic drop may have been enough. Doesn't go for the cover. Instead, he's going to bring him into the corner. Now Jack Evans looking for some type of, looks like he wanted to go for the double arm. Instead, he maybe it's like going to be a fisherman off the top rope.
He hits it. Shelley kicks out. It's going to take more than that to defeat Alex Shelley. Jack Evans' best bet is to go for the 630 again. He's pulling Shelley into the corner. I don't like Jack Evans, but I do give him credit for his incredible high-flying skills. Knees! Alex Shelley gets the knees on the back of Jack Evans on that 630 attempt.
Make a wish!
He's cranking that back. Evans taps. Alex Shelley gets the victory, and he's still in the title picture.